Yo, Nuglights. What's good, man? Hey, what a game last night. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting ready for work right now, but it is what it is sometimes. It got late last night and mans fell asleep. Mans was hyped last night. Mans was watching the game, you know what I'm saying? And it was a tough game to watch for the first 3 quarters. I'm not gonna lie. Everybody but Jokic on the starting lineup played terribly. Shout out Monte. Shout out Aaron Gordon, Jeff Green, and Will Barton. Still 10 points each guy, or 10. I guess 10 points, but I don't have the box score with me. I'm sorry, but it's still like they weren't doing enough for the team. They're going to be starters in the future. I'm not saying they're going anywhere. They can't go anywhere, obviously. And, you know, I like Jeff Green. I want Will Barton to be great. You know, it's just going to be what it is. You know what I'm saying? Brent Forbes saved our behinds by playing so well on the bench. Bones Highland did a good job early, then fell off later in the game. It was tough. But Michael Malone showing that he's willing to make the changes when they need to be done, and he did it. Will was on the bench, Jeff Green was on the bench, Brent Forbes and Austin Rivers. You know, I gotta clear up what I said about Austin Rivers in my last video. You know what I'm saying? I like Austin Rivers. It's just when people talk about the buyout market and we need a better defensive guard per se, I would cut Facu Campazzo right now. I wouldn't care. I'd get that $3 million and I'd go get Gary Harris in the buyout market. The problem is that everybody likes Facu there. Coach Malone, you know, they got a big contract going for him, or, you know, this is the contract for him, and they want to do right by him. They want to be, Nuggets are a nice organization. But if you wanted a guy, and if they're going to keep Facu, that means the only other guy you're going to cut to get a better defensive player is Austin Rivers, and he has his spurts. You know what I'm? You know, he like 8 points today or whatever. It wasn't like 12 or 14 like I would hope it would be. You know, most of the time, but he just doesn't. Malone doesn't give him the minutes because they're always experimenting or whatever. You know, why? if we feel like we got the guys that can do the job the right way, if we're like, man, we really need a better defensive guard on the court. That's what they did today. They put Austin Rivers on the court. He came off the bench, and he wasn't taking as many shots as I hope he'd take, but they got the job done. And that's what I got to give kudos to Austin Rivers for. He did a great job today, or last night, covering Klay Thompson and Steph Curry. It was a good job, and Brent Forbes as well. Got close. Klay almost hit that thing, which would have meant game over, but I'm glad he didn't. And for the piece of resistance, Monte Morris, banger. Concussion, what? Headaches, what? Hit that shit. Made it rock. Man, it was a great game. Jokic is, I didn't know this, but Boston blew out the 76ers by like almost 50 points. And I was scrolling through YouTube and I saw something that said, is the 76ers 47-point loss to the Celtics excusable? I'm like, excuse me, excusable? If Jokic lost by 30, everybody be on his head. He's like, he's not no MVP. He ain't this, he ain't that. Bro, they're giving so many excuses for Joel Embiid, and he had like almost 20 free throws again that night too. I'm glad they lost because they don't deserve anything. Shoot. But yeah, man, Jokic almost triple-double, 35 points, 17 rebounds, 8 assists. That's a stat I remember because it was big, it was electric. You seen it. The hustle, the heart. Jokic. Hey, man, great win tonight. I love y'all. Have a great day. It's time to bust out some work. Let's get it.